Our eyes obviously go to the two-way star in Travis Hunter, here to assess that and more. Our guys. P2, I'm going to go to you here because you hunted a Heisman in multiple phases. You've held those responsibilities at the professional level as well. It's a big plate to eat off of for Travis Hunter. When you look at the numbers and the way he was deployed in this game, what jumps off the page at you?
Honestly, this is kind of like the snap count I saw for Travis, being mostly on offense. What he had, 39 snaps on offense, 6 snaps on defense. And check this out, Travis was the most targeted receiver on the team today with 8 targets, 6 catches with 33 yards. So Liam Cohen and Trevor Lawrence want to implement this young fella in their offense. And we all know the weapons that they have around him. So let's see if he's able to, be available for this football team and help them thrive to be as good as they want to be.
Well, it seemed like Travis Hunter was the featured guy in the passing game, to Pat's point, leading them in targets. I felt like they want to showcase the hot new toy, but also, too, find a way to get some type of rhythm going with the quarterback and Travis Hunter. But one thing I want to emphasize is the running game. Remember, throughout training camp, it was almost like it was going to be a running back by committee for the Jacksonville Jaguars. No one really stated claim on being RB1 for the team. Well, Travis Etienne seems like, hey, I want you guys to know I can still be a dude in the backfield. 143 yards on 16 carries. Ooh. We saw the explosiveness. We saw the ability to make people miss. The contact balance was there. Travis Etienne ran with a different mentality today. Now, can this be the guy we look to see week in and week out for the offense? Because we know Trevor Lawrence at times can be a bit erratic with the football. But if they can run the football like they did today, that actually helps a guy like Trevor Lawrence in terms of the balance. So that's something I'm looking forward to. But in the week 1 of play, Travis Etienne really gets my vote in terms of being the top back for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
JJ, I'm a big process guy. Every game gets 3 big questions coming in. Oftentimes they're answered. Oftentimes our questions go elsewhere. But this one hangs in the balance. I said, which Bryce Young was going to show up here? The one that established himself early in career or the one we saw late in season?
So what we just saw in process is interesting because the Carolina Panthers color is actually called process blue. So that was
very
really
nice.
Really well
I didn't
done.
know that.
Yeah, well, you learned something
but I'll take the point.
Look, what we saw from Bryce Young in this week 1 was what we saw from Bryce Young at the start of last season, and that is very unfortunate for Bryce Young because we remember, of course, that early season play last year led to his benching. This was a very bad game for Bryce Young in another year of Dave Canales' offense. And I'm not saying that he's going to get benched or anything like that. I don't mean to say that. What I do mean to say is he threw 2 interceptions, including one there at the end of the game. He also had a fumble. This, 154 passing yards is just not going to get it done. I do appreciate that you have a rookie in Teteroa McMillan who is your number 1 target, right? So he's going to have to get his sea legs going. Chuba Hubbard tried his best, but of course the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to key in on anything you're doing on the ground game when you are trailing like you are. But, you got Hunter Renfrow, who, if he weren't playing for the Carolina Panthers, he'd be watching Bluey right now with his children. And you don't have Jalen Coker, who was coming on. And
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I know. You thought about it for a moment. That you don't have Jalen Coker right now, right? And Xavier Legette, you don't know if he's going to be up or down in a given game. And so you wanted to see more out of this Carolina Panthers offense. I am disappointed by what I saw from this Carolina Panthers offense, especially where they are in their timeline.
And I can tell you this much, moving on from Adam Thielen, I wasn't really hyped about that because he's the veteran of the group in terms of the wide receiver unit. And we have a young quarterback who's still trying to figure things out in terms of consistency. You need a reliable pass catcher like a Adam Thielen.
And, they did think that Adam Thielen, it's okay, we're going to send him off because we have Jalen Coker, and then the literal next practice, he messed up his quad. So and also Adam Thielen didn't want to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The process.
He wanted to go back home.
He wanted to go back home badly, and he let everybody know that.
Yep.
That's what they showed up with here on Sunday. It's what they walk away with. The process still very much in progress. A look here at Bryce Young's last 2 season openers. Not great, Bob. Passing yards 154, 161, mirrored in many ways, and we're looking for progress here for Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers.